Today we will learn how to order fractions from the largest to the smallest. So if we are given a number of fractions, for example 2 by 5, 3 by 8, 4 by 3 and 9 by 6, we need to arrange the fractions in ascending and also in descending order. So what is an ascending order? An ascending order is to arrange the numbers from left to right, from the smallest to the largest in order. So the smallest number will be put first, followed on by the next larger, and then the next larger, then the next larger, up to the largest of all the numbers. If we want to arrange the fractions in an ascending or descending order, we have to find the lowest common multiples of the denomination of the denominators of those fractions. So we have to find out the LCM of the denominators. We have learned before how to find LCM, and with that knowledge we will try to find out the LCM now. 5 being a prime number can only be divided by 5 and 1. So 5 times 5 is 1. 8 being an even number can be divided by 2. So here comes 4. It can also be divided by 2. So it becomes 2. 3 becomes a prime number. 3 being a prime number can only be divided by 3 and 1. And 6 being an even number can be divided by 2. So here we have 3. Now we need to write down the multiples into logical order. So if we write 5 times 1. If we write 8, 2 times 2 times 2. If we write 3 times 1. If we write 6, 3 times 2. Then we'll have to check if any number is common in more than one rows. So I think 3 is common in 2 rows. So for these 3 with 3's we take 1 3. Now this 2 is common, so we take 2. This 5 is not common, we take 5. This 2 is not common and this 2 is not common, so we take 2 and 2. So for each common numbers we take one of them, and for each uncommon numbers we take all of them. And if we multiply, then we get 120 as the LCM. So this is our set of numbers, and our LCM is 120. How do we do it? We divide the LCM by the denominators of each number. And multiply the result with the numerator. For example, take the first fraction, which is 2 by 5. We divide the denominator 5. We divide the LCM, which is 120, by the denominator 5, which is 24. So we multiply both numerator and denominator with 24. What we have got? 48 by 120. So 40 watt by 120 we have got for the first fraction. Similarly, for the second fraction, which is 3 by 8, and the LCM is 120. If we divide 120 by 8, we have 15. So if we multiply 3 times 15, 8 times 15, we get 45 by 120 in place of number 2, fraction 2. For fraction 3, we have 4 by 3. So 4 by 3, LCM 120. If we divide the LCM, which is 120, by the denominator, which is 3, we get 40. So if we multiply 4 with 40, also 3 with 40, we get 160 by 120. As corresponding fraction for the original fraction number 3. The last fraction remaining is 9 by 6. So if we take 9 by 6 and LCM 120, we divide 120 by 6, we get 20. If we multiply both numerator and denominator with 20, we get 180 by 120 for fraction number 4. So if we want to arrange the original fractions in the ascending order or in the descending order, we have to rewrite those fractions in terms of the lowest common multiple, or LCM. So we have to convert those fractions in terms of the lowest common multiple. When we converted the fractions for the lowest common multiple, the first fraction which is 2 by 5. For the first fraction, we got 48 by 120. So if we write the first fraction as 48 by 120, similarly in terms of the lowest common multiple, we have the second fraction equivalent as 45 by 120. So we write here, in place of second fraction, we write the LCM equivalent 45 by 120. In place of the third fraction, which was 4 by 3, we converted the fraction in terms of the LCM, and the fraction becomes 160 by 120. So if we write here, the third fraction will be written as 160 by 120. And the fourth fraction, which was 9 by 6, has been converted as 180 by 120 in terms of the LCM. So we write here 180 by 120. So if we want to write these fractions in an ascending order, which is from the lowest to the highest format, we will be writing 45 by 120, then 48 by 120, then 160 by 120, then 180 by 120. If we want to write it in a descending order, it means from the biggest to the least number. So we'll be writing here 180, we'll be writing here 180 by 120, 160 by 120, 48 by 120, 45 by 120. We can easily convert these numbers into the original number. So 180 by 120 is equal to the fourth fraction, which is 9 by 6. One 60 by 120 is equal to third fraction, which is 4 by 3. (48 by 120) is equal to the first fraction, which is 2 by 5, and 45 by 120 is equal to the second fraction, which is 3 by 8. Similarly, we can rewrite the ascending order fractions in terms of the original fraction, which is 3 by 8, 2 by 5, 4 by 3, and 9 by 6. So this is the ascending order, and this is the descending order. In this way, you can order any number of fractions, any set of fractions, into ascending and descending order by converting the fractions in terms of the lowest common multiple, or LCM. I hope you found the video useful. If you have any comments or any questions, please leave in the comment section below. I will try to answer them to the best of my opportunity and possibility. Thank you.